I've created this link tree so you guys know where to go. If you want to support me as a creator and send in tips and a thank you message, you can do so through the support me section. If you want to private message me about the course or the mentorship, it's through the Twitter section. Thank you guys. Coming back to Quant, we're still retracing to the golden pocket. Again, guys, we just need to remain above this and we should continue back to the highs. Once you break the highs, we got our targets over here, 174, 180, 190. These will only happen once we take out this yellow line and once we take out this box. So, of course, at the moment, we're still retracing downwards. We've got some fundamental news events happening this week. We've already had two. With yesterday's, we actually dumped at first and then it quickly reversed after the meeting itself. Now, of course, before today's meeting, we are dumping. Could it be the same thing where just in time for the meeting at 1:30 today? So for me, currently it's 12. You can see down here, and that is, of course, GMT, whatever the time is in England, that's 12. And so an hour and a half from now, we're going to have this fundamental news event. It's going to decide, are we going to return to the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern and descending triangle and take us to the technical target over here, which I mentioned in the last two updates? Will this be the case where we return to 100? And equally, if we do return to $100 and we lose the low over here, again, as I mentioned yesterday and the day before, could be coming down to $44, $45. No one wants that to be the case. Well, anyone that wants cheaper prices, of course. If you just want gains, then you don't want that to be the case. I'm not fussed whatsoever. I'm happy if we dump. I'm happy if we go up. I'm in crypto, but I'm not fully in and I'm not fully out. So I'm quite happy with whatever happens. I'm more than happy to keep adding if we go up. Equally, if we go down, I'm more than happy to keep adding as we go down, because I just haven't put an amount where I'm emotional. Understand that it's money that I don't need to touch for 6 months to a year plus. I'm looking to hold my investments now when I bought for 2 to 3 years, guys. Like, if the bottom is in, then we still got 2 to 3 years of bull market left, because we're not even anywhere close to all-time high. Yes, for Quant that might be the case, but for Bitcoin, for example, it's nowhere near. We're only at 23, 24k for Bitcoin when the high is 70,000, so we're not even at the halfway point. Even for Quant, we're not at the halfway point. We managed to get up there because our top was 400 and we managed to get to 220, which is pretty much halfway. But at the moment, we've been talking about since December, since November over here, this big dead cat bounce scenario. So there was this small descending triangle here that could have sent us down, and this larger head and shoulders which could have sent us down to here. We're still seeing patterns that are on the chart that are not validated yet, but still calling for those lower price targets as I was in November. But again, you need to validate those patterns. So we have a neckline, and our neckline for me personally is $100. And I was saying as we were coming down here, you must close below $100, and yes, then we are going to 80. And yes, if you lose 80, then we are going back down to 50. But there's a criteria to it. And so as long as the criteria is being followed, we will be on that path. But none of the criteria was followed. We needed to break below $100 and close below, and we never did so anywhere over here. So that case of the downward case, it wasn't going to happen. And with that, I call this small double bottom and this larger one, with both of them meeting their targets. Now this one could have been more violent in going up a bit more, because there's this other quant chart over here with a larger wick. So if you took that into consideration, then it's still yet to meet its target. Do you understand that? So sorry, I just need to close my door, but so I hope you don't hear that. But yeah, over here we got this golden pocket that we need to remain above as support. Otherwise, we validate this smaller descending triangle and head and shoulders pattern. Again, just remain above this golden pocket. That means you could come down to 120, as I mentioned earlier in the week and last week, as well as we could come down to the $110 region, because that's the 786, and we could still reclaim this golden pocket and go up. So I'm just trying to make you aware of all the possibilities. If it's confusing for you, that's when you need to take action and learn from me. I've got a course that will teach you from zero knowledge. I've also got a mentorship option, which is 10 hours of one-to-one help with me. Now, if you want to take action, there's a link to my link tree where you can either just support me as a creator, or you can just hit the Twitter link and it'll take you to my new Twitter, louisvibes_, where you can private message me to get started on the course or the mentorship. With the mentorship, you do get the course included. The course is 6 hours long with 35 videos, and this will teach you again from zero knowledge to a person with my knowledge, essentially. And so with both of these options, you do get the chat included in the last week alone, there are 2 cryptos that have doubled in value. So anyone that's been in the chat where there's 70 people, if they all took that investment idea, then yeah, they would have doubled on both of those coins without any leverage whatsoever. So because you don't need leverage with crypto. Greediness is what causes you to use leverage. You don't need it. You don't need it. I started with Forex. You have to use leverage on Forex. There's no option of not. So I just eventually came to crypto because I'm just seeing every day is up 10%, 10%, 15%, 20% during the bull market. So I'm like, why am I even trading Forex when I can just put my money in crypto and I don't even have to worry? I know in the months to come it's going to be going up. Don't even need a stop loss. If a dip comes, just hold the dip, and then when take profit is met. Simple as that. Whereas if you're leverage trading, there's a stop loss, there's a liquidation price. You need to have much more risk management. I teach you all of this in the course and in the mentorship. And of course, everyone is helping each other in the chat daily. So if you want to be part of it, hit that link tree. And yeah, other than that, we're just simply waiting for what the fundamental news event is going to do. We're currently ranging between here and here. That's our range low, that's our range high. We're waiting for either one of them to be broken. Again, this bear market box is going to maintain a bear market. So in actual fact, we should have selling pressure. Do you understand that? That's why it's called the bear market box, because as long as we're below this, we're still in a bear market, which is a downtrend, which is lower lows and lower highs. So that's why we're currently seeing this lower high, lower than that. And that's exactly why ever since November, I was screaming for this potential dead cat bounce scenario from the top to the bottom over here, because yes, you could be pumping, it looks so exciting. Look, you tap the 618 exactly, we could have come to 190 and still go down. Now we're just retracing, and of course after this being a rally up, that's going to have a golden pocket, which I've now marked, and so we need to hold this to go ahead and try and break this. If this is broken, then we're heading up to here and even higher eventually. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know what to do. Hit that link tree, leave a comment and a like underneath this video to bump up the algorithm and help us achieve 10k subscribers as quick as we can. So go ahead and share the update, turn on that notification bell on, make sure it's actually turned on in your settings of your phone, for example. And yeah, make sure you're following my new Twitter. Again, it's all in the link tree underneath in the comment section and in the description down below. Thank you guys. Hope to see you taking action. Peace.